All I heard was bang, bang, bang. As soon as I opened the door, I was met with a police officer. What the heck is going on? I was not going down. I'm not going down for anyone.
I feel like there's nothing in my way. All this money on me, it feels amazing. In the Range Rover and
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I don't know why I always do that. Anyways, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for passing through. Subscribe to my channel. I know you'll like it. I think you'll like it here. And for those who are returning, thank you guys for supporting me continually week after week. I love that. So thank you for joining me today. So I was here about to lay down and I just remembered this crazy thing that happened to me a couple years ago. I'm like, this would be a nice story time, because I'm always thinking like I don't have any interesting stories to tell, but listen, this one popped up and I was like, this one is crazy. So if you're interested in watching this video, you can already tell by the title of this video that it's about to be a banger. So hold on to your seat, grab your popcorn, and just come and sit and chill with me for the next few minutes while I tell this crazy story of what happened to me. So just stay tuned for more, and remember, I'm watching you. Click that subscribe button, because y'all are watching and not subscribing, and I don't like that. I don't like that for us. So subscribe and join the family, and let's get into it. So in a previous story time, I told the story of how I became a lifeguard even though I didn't know how to swim. So it was around that time when I traveled overseas to work, and that summer I was doing flight attendant. But if you watched that story time, you know what happened, and I ended up being a flight attendant. So if you haven't watched that video, you can go back and watch it and then come back to this. But this is like a continuation of that whole summer. So I was working as a flight attendant and I was settling into the routine because I haven't worked before in my life. Just starting college, you know, trying out things, going on the work and travel, and I was just starting to work as this flight attendant, getting accustomed to the shifts, and some shifts were longer than others, but it was really taxing physically, and I was just so tired for that summer. I also took on extra jobs around the resort to like give myself more support financially. And yeah, I was enjoying the little routine, a working girl. I liked to see my fortnightly check, and I was just enjoying my little summer, meeting new people. As an introvert, I was trying to get out of my shell. There was more people around me. The setup of the whole living situation, it was like 4-person to a room. They had a whole lodging area over across from the resort where the employees or the people would come and work and travel. They would go over there. That's where we stayed. So each room had 2 bunk beds. Not all the rooms are set up the same. Some rooms are like 2 to a room, some 4 to a room. I was like 4 to a room. For the purpose of this video, I won't be saying names. Maybe I'll just use like made up names and stuff like that. But I was staying in a room with people I knew, except for one girl. There's one girl I did not know. I did not go up with her, but she was also a Jamaican. So everybody in the room that I was with, it was Jamaicans staying in that room. So everyone got along fine. Everything was going on fine. And I was just trying to get accustomed, especially to the high levels of chlorine in that water park. Listen, and it was an indoor water park at that time because it wasn't warm enough to open the outdoor water park. So it was very low temperatures at that time because it was like me going on to the early June. It was still not warm enough for them to open the outdoor water park. So I was doing indoor water park, and I even ended up using my insurance to go to doctor because I was reacting badly to the chlorine. Listen, I had my own stuff going through, and because of the hours I was working, I would go home and just sleep and take a nap before another shift, and I would be going again, and I was just in my own cycle. I rarely saw my roommates like that because everyone had different schedules. Some people work throughout the night, some people work throughout the day. It was just, crazy. Yes, every now and then we would make time for outings because we would get this slip where we get discounts or free passes for different places. So yes, we make time for that, but mostly we were working and our schedules clashed, and it was just, I barely saw my roommates sometimes. So just setting up the premise, I had just done a shift. I think I woke up 4 a.m. that morning, and I did a serving. I had to be a server for a banquet that was happening at the resort, so I took on the extra job to get a little overtime. And we got up, I think after 4. I worked until maybe, I don't remember, like noon or somewhere like that. And I don't remember if I had a shift at the water park, maybe like a 4 p.m. So I wanted to rush home so I could get a nap before I head to my next job. Right. So I went home, took a shower, changed into some comfy clothes, lay down on a wrap up in my blanket, ready to relax. I think I was texting my husband because I got a break. So, checking up on him, see if he's okay. And I was in bed, winding down. Everything is drawn, curtains drawn, it's dark in the room. And all I heard was bang, bang, bang. I'm like, who in their right mind is coming to bang this damn door? Everyone's at work at this time of the day. The place is quiet. There's no one really around. Like, who could be banging the door, man? I'm trying to get some sleep. But anyways, I'm like, okay, let me go check who's banging, because based on the knock, I knew it was a guy, and I'm like, why are they banging so loud? So went out, opened the door. As soon as I opened the door, I was met with a police officer, an officer of the law. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I was like, hi, hello. And first of all, it was a white man, and he had glassy eyes. He showed no emotion. He was towering over me, and that was in the height of the time when people were really scared of the police, especially people of my, yeah. So I was like, okay. He's like, may I come inside? And I was like, okay, sure. I was kind of hesitant, like, okay, sure. And I kind of stepped back a bit to let him in. So he came in through the door, but he stood like right at the door. And he basically started saying that I was caught on camera using someone's stolen card. What the heck is going on? And to give you a backstory, one of my roommates lost her bank card because we all had to go and sign up for a bank account so that we could deposit our checks and stuff. So her card somehow got taken and it was being used, and she was just getting billed and money was disappearing and she didn't know what was happening. So I just found out, I don't even know if I knew when it happened, because as I said, our schedules and stuff. So I don't know if I knew. I don't remember if it was after the police came or not that I began asking questions about this lost or stolen card. But anyways, flash forward to the police, like, you are caught on video swiping this person's card. I'm like, no, the hell I wasn't. Like, what are you me? You see me on camera using stolen. I was like, no, sir, that's not. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, I'm sure that ain't me. And he started questioning me, drilling me. I'm like, sir, You know, I stood on business. I stood 10 toes down. That is not me. You have the wrong person. It's like, okay, I could, if you come with me downstairs, I could show you yourself on video. Literally said, if you follow me downstairs, I can show you on video the whole footage, the camera, you at the ATM swiping this person's card and everything. And he's like, you look exactly like. I'm like, no, I'm sure you have the wrong person. No, that isn't me. I'm pretty sure if I go down there right now, it's not me or whatever. He's like, But anyways, he said, I'll be right back. I'm like, okay. So now I am sweating. I'm getting cold. I'm like, what the hell is this? Because is this the case of every black person looking the same? I don't understand. But, you know, I was just reading out. I started texting. I don't remember who was texting. If I texted my husband, like, listen, the police just came to the door. He's asking questions. He's saying that I stole this or whatever. But I'm, like, clueless of what he's talking about. So he went. I was there waiting. I was on the phone. I think he called me and I was talking to him, whatever. And the police came back. And he was like, the long and short of it is, I checked the camera footage and everything, and I'm sorry, but it's not you. And I'm like, yeah, I figured, cause ain't no way like me. That's just wild to think of. That was my first real encounter with law enforcement, and I wasn't even in my home country. I wasn't even on land that I was familiar with, and it was a really, really scary experience. So more investigation was done, and I don't want to get too much in the specifics of it, but the long and short of it is, it was not me, but another person who was staying in our room. They said at the time when the girl's card was being swiped, she was at the ATM at that exact moment swiping the girl's money or whatever. Like, I didn't really get involved. I was just glad that my name was cleared, because I was not going down. I'm not going down for anyone. So I let him know clearly, oh, that ain't me. He went down and checked. It wasn't me. It was like, they showed the girl who lost the card, or whose card was being used. They showed her the footage and she's like, this is the girl. This is my roommate. And that's her. Like, it's unmistakable. She's in that same sweater that she's been wearing all summer. And it was just drama from then. That summer was, we listen. But I'm not gonna even get into that, because as I said, that's their business. I was there with my own goal in mind. I was working, minding my business, and, you know, exploring and doing my own thing. Yeah. That was my little story of how I almost got arrested. I almost went down for something I didn't do. Can you imagine? Like, I think about all those other cases out there of people who've been arrested and police didn't even take a second look, a second glance, or take their word for it. They would have been arrested and taken away. People are in jail innocent as we speak, all because of similar features, or they're black and the person they saw on cam was black, and okay, you're black, that person was black, come on, it's you. Like, it could have been so much worse. Living in the day and age that we are in right now, it's scary. So, you know, I always try to live a life that's on the straight and narrow. I don't really mix in certain things, but it's just crazy to think what could have happened. And I thank God that it went the way that it did. And yeah, it's just crazy when I think about it. Like, it was buried so far back, I didn't even remember I had those experiences. But if any other stories from my travels or the places that I've visited, if they come to mind, I'll be sure to share them, because who knew I had these crazy stories. But yeah, thank you guys for sitting with me and listening to this little bedtime story. I'm about to go cuddle up and relax now. I recorded a video prior to this. I was doing a little haul, and this is I like to video in batches, so sometimes I'll do 2 at a time or whatever. It's because my schedule gets crazy sometimes. I don't have the time sometimes, so when I do have the time, I'll record at least 2 videos so that I have 2 in the bank. Just in case anything happens and I can't record a video for a certain week. And as I said, I'm trying to record videos and post at least once a week. And I want you guys to hold me to it so that I can stay consistent and that I can continue to see steady growth in my channel. And yeah, I love creating videos. I love editing. I love just trying to get out of my shell. I don't like speaking. That's the only part of it. Especially speaking in front of people. This is a bit easier, but to be in front of people speaking, it's just crazy. So this is like my practicing grounds where I try to open up and express more, something I don't usually do on a daily. So yeah, I'm using my little page, my little channel as a little forum for me to express, share my views, share my experiences and stories like these. So if you're interested in coming along the journey with me, remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it, leave a comment down below. Let me know some crazy stuff that you've encountered. Let me know the crazy stuff that you've encountered. Oh my god, why can't I get this word out? You've encountered with law enforcement, or whatever crazy story like you've been through. Like, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys. If you've reached this far, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Girl, now wait just a minute. I've got something to say. You should hear it. Oh, I'm happy to make time.